Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to SportBreakz. Of course, I'm your host, Dante Washington, back with you guys and gals for another episode. And as always, before we get started, make sure that you are subscribed to SportBreakz on Spotify or wherever you're getting your podcasting from. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to SportBreakz on all social media platforms. Of course, live here right now on TikTok, as I like to do. Gonna get back into doing on Thursdays. Be live here discussing everything sports. And if you catch me while I'm at work, I will be live at work various times of the day. But it is football season. You felt that cool air in the air if you are from the southeastern region. Of course, I'm in South Carolina. It felt so good. It felt good this morning, just mixing around that cool breeze. It's that football weather, so does not matter if you are a lady or if you are a male, man, whatever. We all love football. Let's be real, A lot of fans are out there, Cowboy fans, 49er fans. I am a Green Bay Packer fan, so go Pack, go. Big up to you if you are on my live and you're a Green Bay Packer fan. Make sure you double tap that screen when you come in. Show some love. We're going to discuss some football today. First and foremost, of course, looking at last night. If you are a Florida State, Seminole University, Tallahassee fan, I feel sorry for you right now. I've seen DJ Ungale or whatever you call him. Like, he's been to Clemson. I've seen the shows where he was on. And he was at St. Bosco in California. And I can't say anything that this guy is not talented, but I just don't know. I don't know. Is it the scheme that he's in? He's been to Clemson, he's been to Oregon State, now he's at Florida State. He does not look good, man. In case you missed it last night, or in case you've been up under a rock, Florida State got dominated last night, and the score was 28-13. Boston College came to Tallahassee and laid the smack of down on their candy rasses. But this game was not even close. Boston College looked like they controlled the game from start to end. They did not score in the first quarter nor the fourth quarter, but it was almost like, all right, listen, I'm gonna play with y'all because I know y'all don't have the weapons y'all had last year. And speaking of those weapons from last year, of course, we know about their quarterback, we know about the receiver, we know about the run game that they had, and they all are in the NFL. So if you are a Florida State fan, my heart goes out to you. My sympathy for you. It's just going to be one of those seasons this year, okay? But DJ Ungale, he passed for a good amount of yards, had a touchdown, had an interception. But Florida State does not look well at all. And looking at the rankings before I got on here, I think they're probably the first team that started the year in the top 10. And it is officially week 1 this past week. Yesterday ended their week. And they're already out the top 25. They're already out the top 25. So, it's going to be a long, rough week. And a long, rough season for you Florida State Seminole fans. As for myself, of course, I am a South Carolina Gamecock. Go Cox, period, point blank. We had a rough go, and shout out to my boy Andre Presley McFadden. Came down with ODU. Old Dominion University, they put up a great fight, valiant fight. But my Gamecocks took that game in the end. And we're going to brush that off our shoulders and get on to the next one. So that will be all for my college go for today. I probably will do a college show on my podcast probably tomorrow, looking at the schedule for this week coming up, seeing what matchups I like, what possible game I may attend. I don't know. As you know, and if you are keeping up with some of the things I do not like to stay home. You know, I'm able to mix and move and groove and move. I don't like to stay home. So football games I love going to. And like I told you on the last show, if you are able to, if you work hard for your money, if you are just outgoing, if you like the Bengals, if you like the 49ers, man, get up and go, man. Ain't nothing wrong with seeing that thing on TV, but ain't nothing wrong with being in that stadium and that stadium open up to you, and all your other fans are going crazy with you. They're going ape shit with you. Nothing better than that feeling. I can think of some things, but I ain't gonna say all that right now. All right, period. All right, but of course, like I said, it's football season, so high school football season is underway. College is definitely underway. The NFL kicks off this Thursday. That is the reason for the season that I'm in it right now. I'm in this live right now to do a little preview of what I feel like is going to go down for the AFC overall picture. I'm not going to do every team like I did last year, but I got a little something for you. But make sure, take a pause for the cause. Make sure that you double tap that screen coming in. Double tap that screen before you even go out. I appreciate it. It only takes a bump, boop, boop, and we good. But also make sure that you are subscribed to SportBreakz on Spotify, wherever you're getting your podcasting from. Also make sure that you are following me on all social media platforms. Period. Make sure you do that. Make sure that you like everything that I do. I'm going to drop an interview of a college student now. I did it while he was still in high school. He's my fam, Rod Shaw. I dropped a snippet earlier. I'm going to drop that as soon as I get off this live. If you're a high school student, you're looking to get interviewed, whatever the case is, hit me up on any inbox that you are on. Like I said, I'm on all social media platforms. I'm on the gram. I'm here on TikTok. All you got to do is hit me up and say, hey, Peanut, I'm looking to get interviewed, and boom, 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 we can set it up. One day when you free, we'll make it happen. All right. Also, big announcement. I'm going to be announcing a high school game that I'm going to attend. I'm going to go live at that said game. It definitely will be in the area, whether it be Lake City, King Street, South Florence, one of the Florence schools, Hemingway, Johnsonville. I will be at one of these events this Friday coming up. Said it here first. I will be there this Friday right here. I will be live on TikTok. I will also be live on YouTube doing the game. And if I catch anybody that's out there and you want to get an interview, I would love to get a little quick interview with you. That's cool. All you gotta do is hit me up in my inbox and say it's cool, say it's peace, and we gonna make it happen. It's just that simple. All right. Now, that is the break. Getting into my NFL. Of course, the AFC is first. A is the first letter. I'm gonna do it. We can talk about the reigning champion, Kansas City Chiefs. We can talk about the new look Baltimore Ravens with Derrick Henry in the backfield. We can talk about who else is in. We can talk about the Texans looking like they stacked stupid up. We can talk about all that. So, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you my preview of the records of the AFC East, South, West, and the North. All right. Period. If your team is in this number, I'm gonna need for you to comment your team down if they're in the AFC. Definitely double tap. And if you're feeling real froggy, drop that rose or something like that, you know? Alright? Looking at the AFC East, of course, the AFC East consists of the Dolphins, the Jets, Bills, and Patriots. Looking at last year, of course, the Dolphins won this division. And looking at the Jets, it's a man that I know real good that's at the Jets now, and he was kind of hurt last year, but he's back now. Yeah, we get to that in a second. But yeah, you look at the Bills, you look at what they lost. They lost Gabe Davis, they lost Stephon Diggs, and then you look at the Patriots, and the Patriots are still without Tom Brady. There's no Matt Jones there either. Yeah. So with that being said, let's look at the AFC East. I see the AFC East going like this, and again, we can agree to disagree and debate it if you need to. Again, make sure you double tap that screen on your way in, double tap it on your way out, and comment your team if they are in the AFC East. I got the Dolphins winning the AFC East again. They gonna come in this division and win this division back to back. Yes, I said back to back. I like what they have done. They were pretty consistent offensively. The one thing with the Dolphins are what will they do and what will Tua and Tyreek do in the playoffs? That is my only question. But going in the regular season, I can see the Dolphins going 11-5 in this division and winning it. The Jets will come up in the second place spot at a cool 10-6. Yes, Aaron Rodgers is there. Yes, he has a stout defense on the other side. And yes, he probably has one of the most underrated backs in the league in Breece Hall. That will be the key. How well will Breece Hall continue to run the ball? Will he stay healthy? Garrett Wilson will get his catches. That is not a question. Will Breece Hall continue to be okay? The Bills will come in third place. They will sit at 8-8, and the Patriots will follow up at 7-9. Don't want to even talk about it. Heard me? The AFC South will go as follows. Of course, we have the Texans, the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Titans in this division. You look at what the Texans did last year with the Rookie of the Year in C.J. Stroud. Enough said. Tank Dell. Enough said. Nico Collins. Enough said. And then you go and add Stephon Diggs. Enough said. That defense will make sure everything is all right. I'm picking the Texans to win this division again. They will finish the season at 11-5. The Colts will come in at second place in 8-8. I like what the Colts do as far as running the ball. They finally got their bell cow running back under contract, and he will be happy this year. I just do not know if they are defensively stout enough to contend with what the Texans are going to be doing this year. The Jaguars will come in behind them, also with a record of 8-8. I do not believe in Trevor Lawrence. Has nothing to do with him as a Clemson man, Clemson fans. And I'll see y'all at the end of the year too. Word. Yeah. It has nothing to do with he is a Clemson man. It just, he has the weapons. He has Christian Kirk coming back. He lost Calvin Ridley. But they still have Travis Etienne. They will be okay. Defensively, they will not. And the Titans will finish up in the fourth place spot at 6-10. I don't like what the Titans did at all. I'm going to like their two-headed running game in what's his face from Dallas and the young guy that they have. Just defensively, I just don't think that they are there right now. Looking at the AFC North, of course, the AFC North probably is the best division. Do I say football? Yeah, let's go ahead and say it. The AFC North is the best division in football. It was the NFC East. Hint, Dallas, the Giants. Yeah, the Skins. Oh, sorry, I won't get blocked for that. Not the Skins. The Commanders. We get to them next. It will get to them Thursday. All right. Uh, but the AFC North is to me the best division in football. You look at the Ravens, you look at the Bengals, you look at the Steelers, you look at the Browns. They are all built airtight. Um, with the Ravens having the now two-time MVP in Lamar Jackson, the Bengals having some issues with signing their receiver. The Steelers not sure if they want to start the old guy or the new young guy. And the Browns, I don't know what's up with these Clemson guys. Deshaun Watson. Okay, basically, I just told you what I feel. I just told you what I think. The Ravens will win this division running away with a record of 12-4. The Bengals will come in second place at 10-6. The Steelers will come in at a smooth 9-7, and the Browns will finish it up at 6-10. Reason why I call it this way, I call it that way, is the Steelers are, to me, the most inconsistent team quarterback-wise. The Bengals have a decent quarterback, but now their run game has faltered to me. And then the Ravens, you look at Lamar Jackson and now a bolstered running game with Derrick Henry coming on. It's a no-brainer for me. The Browns, they are still in disarray. Again, I do not trust Mr. Watson. If he was at Clemson throwing the Hunter Renfrow, maybe I would trust that, but I don't trust him right now. And lastly, in the AFC West, of course, this division holds the two-time NFL champions in the Kansas City Chiefs. But to me, they play in the weakest division in, I won't say in football. They play in the next to the last weakest division in football with the Chargers, with the Raiders, and the Broncos. Reason I say that is because the Broncos quarterback situation is crazy. Devontae Adams wants out. They have the right coach right now, but you can only get so much with your coaching if the talent is not there. Of course, they have their all-world DN Max Crosby, who is Max Crosby. Shit, what else can I say? He's that dude. But then you look at the Broncos, and they have one of the best cornerbacks in the league. But if you're a Broncos fan and you're on here, please comment one Bronco that you have offensively besides Cortland Sutton, and I'll wait. Enough said about the Broncos. Up to the Chargers. The Chargers are so, to me, they're inconsistent. They let go their best receiver. And then on top of that, you have your young quarterback in Justin Herbert, who is trying to come back from an injury, a little bit here, there. You also allow your running back in Austin Eckler to leave the premises as well. Mike Williams, who was always hurt, is gone as well. And then you have the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, Patrick Mahomes. Of course, Travis Kelce. Of course, Isaiah Pacheco. A decent friend spoke to me at work and said, "Do you know who they picked up?" And I was like, "Who?" And he was like, Samaje Perine. I was like, "What? I thought he was still at the Broncos." I was like, "Nah, he in Kansas City now." To me, that is probably the most underrated signings in the NFL. Samaje Perine is a Kansas City Chief. So that means after you get that hard stomping Isaiah Pacheco coming at you, you finna get that heavy bowling ball Samaje Perine hitting you as well. Oh, and never mind that, like I said, they have the 3-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time MVP, Super Bowl MVP, throwing the ball with the same curly hair. Shit don't never get mess up or nothing. It just stay curly. Kansas City will easily win this division, and I will say they will go 13-3. They will not do like last year. They will not limp into the playoffs and just shock and do this and do that and all that good stuff. They will give it to everyone that is in their path. Period. The Chargers will come in afterwards 7-9. The Raiders will come in at 6-10. I got to give a little bit of respect to Devontae Adams, who is respectively one of the best receivers in the game still. And lastly, the Broncos will be picking first, or somebody else finish lower than them at 4-12. But that is my AFC preview of who I feel like will win divisions, who will come in second, third, and fourth. Quickly, I will give you my outlook on the playoffs and seedings. You might want to pencil this in. You know, it could change. It's subject to change, but, you know, like I say, we can debate it all we want. I love it. Of course, number 1 seed will be the Kansas City Chiefs. In the 2-7 matchup, it will be the Ravens taking on the Steelers. Well, Steelers taking on the Ravens. The Ravens will be the home team, people. In the 3-6 matchup, it will be the Jets versus the Texans. And in the 4-5 matchup, it will be the Bengals and the Dolphins. This time, the Dolphins will get a home game. They won't have to go to a cold place like they did last year. But that is my AFC outlook. You can write that down. You can pencil that in. That's just how good I feel about it. Again, it feels good to talk football. And I hope y'all loving it too. Of course, like I said, make sure that you are tuning in here on TikTok, 6:30 p.m. Every Tuesday and Thursday. I will be dropping something on here, sports-wise, football-wise, whatever the case is. Of course, we still have baseball going on. Playoff races will begin shortly. It will get to the nitty-gritty. I will be on that big time. Again, we still have college just getting it on. And then Thursday, we have the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Kansas City to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, the banner will drop in Kansas City on Thursday. Check your local listings, but I'm almost certain that game is at 8:30 p.m. It's on the Eastern Standard Time, of course. I am on the East Coast. I'm in South Carolina. But make sure that you are subscribed to SportBreakz on Spotify, wherever you're getting your podcasting from. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to SportBreakz on all social media platforms. Definitely go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, so that you'll get notified whenever I drop these videos from here onto there, or rather I go live. Like I said, a local high school football game I will be at Friday. I will make my announcement in stone Thursday for sure, where I'm gonna be at, and I'm gonna go live at the game. And if you are a football player for that said team, like I said, if you are open to a quick little interview before or after the game and you are able to, I'm going to be down to get that going on with you, you know. And we're going to post that, splatter that all over the place, because I am big on getting you out there so that any of the coaches that are seeing it, they get to see you in the light that you need to be seen. So, quick tip for you youngins too. Hey, stop posting them motherfucking guns and all that smoke shit and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can get your scholarship taken like that, man. Word. You heard? That's peace. Yeah. But again, make sure that you are rocking with me. Make sure that you are on go. Shout out to my young bull and his global, you know. Supporting, you know. Been had my global fit, just ain't had a chance to rock it. If you need any type of global merchandise, hit my inbox and I'll direct you accordingly to them. So yeah, they sponsoring me for right now, global. You know, make sure y'all go and check them out. Go ahead and get your hats. They got hats, shirts, hoodies, all that good stuff. All right, so yeah, hit me up on that. Plug it in. But this is the end, but we will be checking in again. So as always, my peoples, if it ain't SportBreakz, it ain't shh. Knowledge world. Peace.